women's bodybuilding at Tampa.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
We
I
got
was just talking to uh David FBB forum on hardcore female bodybuilding channel that a lot of people try to do in the summer show, because not so many people want to compete like in the beginning of the year. From what I see like in the past, like a lot of people want to do Tampa Pro for sure, Chicago Pro for sure. I already know a few people gonna compete that show.
mhm. I
Yeah,
think there was some. I know. I think possibly the return to champion Christina Mendoza. And you
yeah,
met her at Tampa because you were staying in Florida for a good bit. With your family. And
yeah.
then how your parents doing? How your family doing?
My mom, she's in Hawaii right now for work. She's doing good. She works a lot. My stepdad, he's doing good too. He has to take care of my grandma. She's 95 years old. Still live long life. Yeah,
That's a blessing. That's a blessing to at least
yeah.
95 years. We have here some comments. This man KL the Wanderer. He says, "Hey, hey there, brother. How you doing?" Also, Brooke Burrell. Hadn't seen this brother in a long time. Big brother George, what's up, bro? What's up to you? And he also says, "Big bro is this Queen?" He said, "Well,
Get the
this is
queen.
Big Jane, yeah." And also he says this. He says, "Big bro George, who is the beautiful Queen? This is the lovely Miss Big Jane." And she is IFBB pro bodybuilder. So, folks, what we're gonna do while we got Jane here, we're gonna jump to her social media, and she put us some stuff like really some great pictures, some great content. If you want to follow Jane, reach out to her, show support. The links in the description to live. But guys, this is a nice lady. She's very passionate about bodybuilding. She has a boyfriend, and I keep saying to you guys out there, no DBX. Stop it. Get some help. I know you see these big, buff, beautiful women that get you a little excited, but come on, guys, have some decorum. Behave yourself. She's a lady. So we're going to jump into Jane's social media here, and here we go. And check it out. Like I said, also go to her YouTube channel. And here's one of her. I think this is one of your most recent videos that you posted on your YouTube. You work it out here.
You have to see yourself what you're gonna look like.
100%.
Yeah, seems like we.
Yeah, I got color music because of the copyright. You gotta be careful with YouTube. And who's that gentleman right there who was talking right there?
My boyfriend.
Ah,
Yeah.
handsome gentleman. You know. And what you feel like from we did the Titan Grand Prix. What was the critique from the judges? What did they tell you feel like you need to work on?
So they said that I need to get conditioning, get leaner, and I will be in top three the next show I will compete in.
Hmm.
That's what they
I
say.
think, yeah. What do you feel like is your best, your best feature as you are growing and developing as an athlete?
Last show,
Yeah.
my chest,
Yeah.
my hamstring, my back is growing too, but need more work for sure.
Yeah. I think one thing that often healers tell me that the important thing is they really want to improve their butt back. And
Yeah,
here's some pictures here. This is one of the most recent pictures. Wow, you just look diesel. I mean, your shoulders got a nice cap to it. Your quads are just huge. It's just just that if you just come in. I mean, if you come in just a little tighter, I think you could have done New York this week. But I understand, yeah, but you look really good.
yeah.
Yeah. And here she's another picture. And this is why we call her Big Jane. She's just big, just huge. And being one of the first women from Thailand to compete at bodybuilding. Actually, there's another lady, she's also from Thailand, but I think she does women's physique. But I don't think
Yeah,
she competes
that's
anymore. Yeah.
that's my friend too.
Yeah. How about y'all know each other?
My friend.
Yeah.
Um, it's funny that I know her from Instagram, and then I reached out to her that hey, I was gonna go back to Thailand. Can we meet up and train? And we train together, and now we become friends.
That's cool. I mean, especially to find somebody like who's from your same country, from your homeland. You have something common together that's in bodybuilding. And here she is. She's working out here, along with I saw Ann Gruber there, and I think this is the video where I saw Dawn, and I reached out to an interview. And
Yeah,
is Ann gonna compete this year, or she's taking a year off?
she's gonna do Master Olympia.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, I
I'm ac-
figured
I'm,
you. Hmm?
I'm actually gonna go there too if I can. I want to support them, you know?
That's great. I mean, I think it's really, I think going to Japan, I think that I know a couple of ladies who are going there to compete, like,
Yeah.
Salika Given, who just won the triple O
Oh my
last
God.
month.
She looks she looked like she can beat any guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah, uh, yeah, I think she has amazing physique. I mean,
No,
she has great potential.
yeah, she looks really good. Like I love her back.
Yeah,
She has like thick back. Everything looks good.
yeah,
Nice person too.
yeah. I've seen some different interviews with her, been in contact with social media. I hope maybe someday I can get her on for an interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, but like I said, you're coming a long way. Like you said, you've been doing this for a long time and training, working out. And, what do you feel as a bodybuilder that really not motivates you, but kind of keeps you disciplined as a competitor?
And I'd say that teach me to um see myself what I can do in far term that I just started not too long ago. I feel like I have a lot more to go, you know? Like I feel like I can become one of the best someday.
Yeah, I think you can be. I mean, like I said, this sport, you really have to love for it. And you really have to be committed to it because it's tough, especially as a woman in the sport. As this year, some shows are getting dropped. You was gonna be in Texas, but then they dropped that. Almost lost. New York, and now almost lost the Tampa, and now I think the you know that the Rising Phoenix, I think it's now as an open show, meaning that you don't have to get invited like it was in the past.
What that mean?
Well, as you know, Rising Phoenix was the Women's Bodybuilding World Championship.
Yeah.
So this is what Jake has done now. He's cut down the prize money. And also, it was already an Olympic qualification, but it's no longer an invitational, meaning that you don't get invited. Like people like Andrea or Angela or Ashley or any of the any other ladies that won a show during the season. That means that you can compete at that show. You don't need the invitation. You just go and compete. Just what because usually they usually put out your list who's invited to the show, for the Rising Phoenix. But this year I haven't seen a list, so I think it's just anybody can come and compete at that show.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's good. Let me see something to think about.
Thank you for letting me know for that.
No, not a problem, not a problem. It never hurts to help if you can. We have here, shout out to my man, Brooke Brown says, I think you are awesome, Queen Jane. I think you're
Oh,
awesome.
thank you.
You reader says, Big Brother George, you are my new hero. You have all these beautiful queens on your show. Where I appreciate them for taking time out here and talk with me because I know it's busy. She has a busy life because we were setting up this interview the week before last, and then situation happened, and then something else happened, and also I think you were telling me that you had gotten injured. How are you feeling now?
My shoulders, I feel a lot better. Yeah. Still have hard time to turn there, but I'm okay.
Yeah, yeah. That thing is, people got to remember that even bodybuilders can get injured. I mean, I saw a lady where she posted a video where she dropped a dumbbell on her foot. 10 years of working in the gym, and she drops a dumbbell on her foot,
Like
uh,
right on her foot.
right on her foot.
Oh my God, that's the worst.
Yeah, I mean, and there was a lady I think did an interview a while back. She's she's a paraplegic competitor. She actually got injured in the gym. I think because I think it was a bench press fell on her. No, there was squat press fell on her, and now she's in a wheelchair. She's a nice lady. She's still competitive, but I know it's tough.
Not good.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. So, but like I said, again, this is the thing about bodybuilding. The cost, the expense, the travel, the training. I mean, what are you doing now for a living? Because I know you were a massage therapist before. What are you doing now for work?
Talk to you about that too. So my boyfriend is like behind everything right now. So he wants me to like focus on full-time bodybuilding. So I can't like really focus on this. I don't have to worry about working right now. But when we open a gym, that's when I'm gonna do massage there. When I told you I do massage therapist back in the day. So yeah, I just do full-time bodybuilding right now.
That's pretty good. That's good. I mean, I think if bodybuilding was more like a mainstream sport,
Yeah,
where you can afford to take the time and to train and work out, and you don't have to worry about you know everything responsibilities. Like if y'all were paid, like as they had the Pittsburgh Pro just last weekend. Derek
yeah,
Lungford, yeah, he did both the Pittsburgh and the Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic. This guy it
yeah,
also counting the Arnold wins and the win from the Olympia and to this show, he
yeah,
got probably at least about $1 million. And
yeah,
after taxes, maybe less than that.
yeah. But he's just like full-time bodybuilding too, so but eventually I want to get to do like a stretching, like class because I'm really like flexible. So I want to teach a lot like bodybuilder how to stretch without getting injuries. Yeah,
That's good because I think I was interviewing a lady. She's a wrestling coach, and she teaches that stretching is very important.
yeah,
And she teach movements and how to help with your body because sometimes, especially when you get older. Because I tell you right now, I'm I'm falling apart. I got issues with my shoulder. I got two bad knees like Stone Cold Steve Austin. I try to be motivated to keep myself going, but there's days where it's like pulling teeth sometimes.
I know. You're gonna see my routine at Toronto Pro. You're gonna love it.
I would probably love it because you are an amazing person. You have some talent. Here we got here. Shout out to my man Brooke. He says, Miss Jane, when did you decide you wanted to be part of the greatest sport in the world, bodybuilding? So yeah, because I think you mentioned before it was like about 6, 7 years ago when you started.
2017. So yeah, 6 years ago.
Hmm.
Wow, been 6 years already.
Yeah,
And
it's 2025 now.
this year is like go by fast. It's
Yeah,
almost June.
yeah. Just I think 2 more weeks here is going to be June because
Yeah,
it seems like 2025 just started, and
yeah,
now we're just halfway through
yeah. I have a cat too, that's why I look all over.
it. What kind of cat?
Maine Coon.
Um, like a little tabby, something like that, with a color or something like that. What?
Like the big one, like 20 pounds.
That's the big cat.
Yeah, it's like it's not a cat, it's like a dog, but a cat.
So it's a dog, but a cat. Okay,
Yeah,
we had cats, but one of my sisters was allergic to it, so we didn't have. But we grew up with dogs. They most of them were they weren't new breeds. It was mostly mutts, mixed breeds. Um, Here we get here from my man Brooke. He says this. He says, bodybuilders are real life Greek gods and goddesses, and Miss Jane, you are the ultimate goddess. He's a fan. He's a fan. So
thank you.
yeah.
Follow me on Instagram and YouTube, please, if you like.
Yeah. Like guys, like I said again, guys, the links in the description of the live here. And if you want to, you can follow her and check her out and support her. You know, and this year I think there's opportunity for you. I mean, even though some shows are getting few between, there's still, like I said, you do Toronto, there's still also Tampa, Chicago, there's Atlanta, there's also the Rising Phoenix, and I think, like I said again, the Grand Prix is for next year. So, would you consider another show after Toronto, or you think you just want to give yourself more time?
We do this one first, and then I will talk about it after. Because I want to focus on my health too, you know. I want to make sure everything inside is good, you right? I want to get my blood work to make sure I'm healthy, you know. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's good. It's good to really focus on yourself, and it's a good thing that your boyfriend he's taking up some of the um, taking some slack for you, and just so you can able to focus on yourself. Here we get a comment from Ann Brooke. He says, Miss Jane, do you have any advice for a aspiring bodybuilder in a wheelchair?
What's that mean, aspiring?
Well, he wants to be a bodybuilder. He always says he wants to be a bodybuilder, but he's in a wheelchair.
Uh, you can do anything if you want to, you know, if you put your mind to it. It's like they have like so many show like you can do like huge more competing, yeah, at the Olympia.
hmm So one thing I often ask you, ladies, especially, it's tiresome, it's tough, and then your prep and your diet. Jane, what did you get a chance to eat after, the Grand Prix? I know you were hungry, and you've been on your prep for months in your first bodybuilding show. What was that thing that, as my other guy would say, it make you stranger but make you stronger? Ha 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 ha.
There's like, you know, fries, some good fries, um, some wings. Yeah, I love wings and fries. Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
really think about what I want to eat after the show right now, but definitely after the show, I will think about it.
yeah. I would say, like I said, in Canada, I would say this we should try if you get a chance.
What?
It's called it's fries with poutine. What it
Oh,
is, yeah, it's fries with brown gravy and cheese curds.
I love
And
poutine.
yeah, I never had it. I always seen it. Maybe whenever I get a chance, if maybe I go to Canada one day. I want to try it because I watch these cooking shows, and it's like food pouring. Watch the cooking shows, and they make that stuff, and I say, "Ooh, that looks good. I don't mind trying that." Fries. It's like mashed potatoes with gravy, pretty much. Uh, Shout out to my man Brooke Morrell. He was singing in there. Appreciate you, brother. He says, Miss Jane, what is the hardest part of being a bodybuilder?
What is the hardest? I think you have to self-talk, like the mindset is number one. In order to get like how I look right now, you have to talk to yourself positive to yourself every day. You know, if you put negative thing to you, negative thing gonna come back to you, right? But when you think about positive, everything gonna be better. I feel like this prep, um, being really like calm, like I don't feel like worry. I don't feel like I care about anyone doing, you know. Just focus on you.
Mhm. Like being a fighter, your job is to focus on your game,
Yeah.
go through your opponent, and
Yes.
get the win.
Mm-hmm. No matter what, how long it takes, you're gonna win anyways. If you think that you're gonna win, it's just a matter of time, you know.
Mhm. Like I said, you're still a young lady. And I think you still have that time. Like I say, if it's a show like Toronto that's going to be a win, great. If it's another show, that's great. And
Yeah,
also, I think we need women like yourself who have a bright future in sport of bodybuilding. Because with the divisions, there's a new division coming up, the fit model division. Excuse me. And my concern about it is that it might push out women's bodybuilding eventually
I
because it's
I was thinking about that last night too. Exactly the same thing. Like the fit model is coming in, so many people gonna be competing in that class. I feel like women bodybuilding is not gonna be the same, you know?
mhm. Yeah, and some of you ladies, some of you ladies are way too big to go down in physique. You have to drop a lot of muscle,
Yeah,
and the other night, me and my man Ed, I thought he'd be here because I sent him the link. We talked about how if you look at the physique division, the women are getting a lot bigger, and we did it. We did this little thing. I made this little picture, and I had these ladies that competed in women's physique. Now you might recognize some of them. One is Barbara Majan, who's known for Inter Olympia last year. The other one, Sharonica Hinton, who is number 3. We have here, her name is Birgette. She's the one doing the bodybuilding front double. And the other one, we recognize that's Rachel Daniels. And if you look at these 4 women, you often say like, which one's physique and which one's really women's bodybuilding?
on the
Hello?
top one,
Hmm?
on the top on the right one,
Yeah, you mean
the
Brigitte?
the green suit.
Yeah, her right there. She looks like she doing women's bodybuilding.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm thinking.
yeah. I would say Rachel's getting there because she ain't competed for like 2 or 3 years, and she really put on some size since then. And I was kind of surprised that Barbara didn't get in the top 5. But I understand, Sharonica has a great physique. I mean, I follow her. I think she has the look from back in the day
Yeah,
when physique first started. But
yeah,
the visions are starting to meld. And you've seen women like people like Sherry Priami. Sherry's not competing this year because she was dealing with some medical issues. And also if you heard Michaela Aycock, she's announced her retirement from bodybuilding.
yeah. I actually talked to her yesterday too.
Oh,
You know, she used to come coaching me back in 2021, when I did women physique. And last night she was like, cause she saw my update pictures, the Funny Labs post, and she was like, "Look great, just keep pushing for this show." Yeah,
yeah. Well, I hope she's doing well. I know, she's focused on her life because it's important to take care of yourself for anything. This is a sport you don't want to sacrifice your life. As you know, a while back, a young lady, she recently passed away because she was taking protocols like she's supposed to do. Like she was 20 weeks out from a show, but she was taking a diuretic.
yeah,
And yeah, and at 20, and she's like 20 years old. And I think,
so crazy.
yeah, at that age, I think I say this: a lot of young people want everything quick, fast, in a hurry, but don't want to take the time and put into work. Mhm, yeah. We have here a comment from a man, Brooke. He says this. He says, "What foods do you have to give up to gain the ultimate bodybuilder physique?"
That I gained a muscle, so when he tries to ask me,
What foods you have to give up especially when you're prepping?
in prep,
Yeah.
um, I eat a lot of fish. Yeah, like salmon, whitefish. I don't eat beef. Yeah, it's funny that I never eat beef in my whole life. Yeah,
Well, we ate fish growing up too, but it was fried fish, and only beef we ate was hamburger because we couldn't afford steaks like that. We grew up poor. Hamburger was cheaper. You just ground beef and you just put some season on it and slap with some sauce and put with some spaghetti. But chicken, that's usually generally the big foundation for a bodybuilder's diet. I mean, chicken or turkey, fish. I see her quite a few competitors say they eat a lot of fish. I think I
Yeah,
try to remember who I was talking with. They told me that she was eating fish during her last prep, that she got so tired of it she was gaining guilt.
that's crazy.
Yeah. Here we got here. Shout out to my man Brooke. He's been sticking in here. It says, Miss J, I think you are awesome queen. I mean, he's just a fan. He's just a fan. So, as you know, this is going to be, I think, probably one of your best shows coming up in Toronto. How do you really feel?
For this show, I feel great. I can see what I'm gonna look like on the stage already. Everything all looks good. All I need to work on is my hamstring and glute need to be tighter. So we have like 4 weeks left. So I have to like bring that. Yeah, like the legs always come in the last part in movement, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, but everything else looks good.
Well, from some of these pictures I see, yeah, you look really good. I mean, you put on some size, really coming along. I mean, development wise. Like I said again, it's just about being consistent, sticking to your diet,
Yeah.
and just like I said again, it's a good thing that you got your boyfriend, your man. He's there to take some of the pressure off your shoulders and take care of